So imagine this, you wake up one morning, you check your phone and the date says March 22, 1946. But wait, isn't it supposed to be 2025? You check another calendar and it says April 3, 2025. So what is happening? Did you just time travel? Not really. Welcome to the world of two calendars which are present in India, the Gregorian calendar and the Saka calendar. And this isn't the only confusion. Have you ever been excited for Diwali? Only to find out that your friend in another city is celebrating it on a very different day? You check your calendar and the dates don't match. That's because India does not follow just one calendar. For festivals, different regions follow traditional calendars, but for official government records, we use something called the Saka calendar, India's very own national calendar. But wait, if we already have our own Indian calendar, then why do we still use the Gregorian calendar? And where did it come from? Why do we follow both? Let's find out. But first, we need to understand why do we even need calendars. So guys, from ancient times, civilizations needed calendars to track time, to plan agriculture, to celebrate festivals, and even to collect taxes. Different cultures had different methods of marking days. Some relied on the sun while others followed the moon. Like the Egyptians, the Mayans, and Romans all had their own systems. India too developed many regional calendars like the Vikram Sambat, the Tamil calendars, and the Bengali calendar. But as civilizations expanded and trade increased, the world needed a common calendar to avoid confusion, and that's where the Gregorian calendar came in. But guys, before 1582, most of the Europe followed the Julian calendar and not the Gregorian calendar, and Julian calendar was introduced by Julius Caesar in 45 BCE. It had 365.25 days in a year, meaning it had a leap year every 4 years. But there was a problem. This calculation was slightly off by 11 minutes per year. Over centuries, these extra minutes added up, shifting the calendar by 10 full days. This meant important Christian festivals like Easter were no longer aligned with the spring equinox, and to fix this, Pope Gregory XIII introduced the Gregorian calendar in 1582. His changes were simple but powerful, like October 4th of 1582 was followed by October 15th of 1582. It means 10 days were skipped. It aligned better with the actual solar year, that is 365.2425 days, and the Catholic countries like Spain, Portugal, and Italy adopted it immediately. But Britain and its colonies, including India, refused at first. They only adopted it in 1752. By then, the gap had grown to 11 days, so they skipped September 3rd to September 13th of 1752. Eventually, the whole world adopted the Gregorian calendar, including India, for administrative purposes. But we know India had its own way of marking time. We have followed multiple calendars for centuries, with some based on moon and others on the sun. The most popular was the Vikram Sambat used in North India. However, after independence in 1947, India needed one official calendar to avoid confusion in government records. That's when the government set up a committee led by scientist Meghnad Saha, which recommended the Saka calendar in 1957 as the official calendar of India. But what is the Saka calendar? So guys, it dates back to 78 CE, and it was started by a legendary king of Kushan Empire named as King Kanishk. It follows the lunisolar system, meaning it considers both the sun and the moon while calculating the months. And the Saka calendar starts in March, not in January. The new year begins on March 22 or March 21 in leap years. Its months align with the seasonal cycles of India. And since 1957, the Saka calendar has been used for official purposes in India, like in government documents, in Indian Gazette, and all India radio broadcasts. But daily life still follows the Gregorian calendar. So guys, what are the key differences between the Saka calendar and the Gregorian calendar? First, Gregorian calendar starts in January, Saka starts in March. Gregorian was introduced by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582, while Saka dates back to 78 CE. Gregorian has fixed leap years every 4 years, while Saka follows an adjustable lunisolar cycle. Gregorian is a solar calendar, Saka is a lunisolar calendar. Gregorian is used worldwide, while Saka is used officially only in India. And now the real question arises. Why do Indian festival dates change every year? So guys, have you ever wondered why Diwali, Holi, or Eid fall on different dates every year? That's because festivals follow traditional calendars which are mostly lunar or lunisolar. For example, Diwali follows the Hindu Panchang, which is based on the lunar cycle. Eid follows the Islamic Hijri calendar, which is purely lunar. Since these calendars don't match exactly with the solar Gregorian calendar, festival dates shift every year. Different states also use their own regional calendars. That's why in some years, Durga Puja in Bengal and Navratri in Gujarat might have a day's difference. So why does India follows two calendars? It is very simple, guys. The Gregorian calendar connects us with the world, while the Saka calendar preserves our tradition. The next time you see different festival dates or wonder why official documents mention a Saka date, you will know the reason. So what do you think? Should India completely switch to its own calendar, or is using both a good good balance? Tell me in the comments, and if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.